Okay, let's get to the funniest story of the night. I think it's the best. Today, McCain was asked about reports. He said he did not vote for Bush back in 2000. Here's Senator McCain's response to that question.
I voted, campaigned for, worked as hard as I could for President Bush's election in 2000 and 2004. I voted for President Bush. I said so at the time.
Well, that's not exactly a response. Let me ask you about this, Michael. The charge is made by Richard Schiff, who used to play on the West Wing, and Bradley Whitford, who was on the West Wing, and Arianna Huffington, who runs the Huffington Post. All three of them say that they heard John McCain back at a party at Candace Bergen's house back, I guess, around the time of it or a little later, that he did not vote for President Bush in 2000. He now says that he did, but he isn't quite denying about what he said to those people. That may be a distinction without a difference, but what do you make of all this? Was he cozying up to the Hollywood crowd?
Look, I don't get invited out anywhere. You do, Chris. So
but you can extrapolate from your own minimal social life to the larger field.
I'll be grilling burgers in an hour in Philly. But let me ask you something. Isn't this a violation of the dinner code? Isn't this like a hooker who gives up a John? I mean, isn't there some impropriety here?
I used to love that rule that when you're out having fun with each other, you weren't sitting there with radios, you weren't quoting them, you weren't going to screw them in the morning. I mean, that's the world I like to live in, but I have learned everything you said can be used against you. Ed, do you believe he said to his new Hollywood friends he didn't vote for Bush?
Well, no shot at his age here, Chris, but can he remember who he voted for, okay?
Oh, come on. Come on. That is so
I can't pass it up. I just can't pass that one up. Here's the key. The American
you can
people
remember
don't care
everybody. Let me ask you, Ed Schultz. Can you remember everybody you've ever voted for? All the presidential candidates. I'm sure you can.
Yes, I can.
And I'm sure you can remember all the senators you ever voted for, all the governors.
I voted for.
Well, why do you think John McCain can't?
Well, I don't know why he can't, but I find it interesting that there's three people that are willing to say that he didn't vote for George Bush. Here's the key, Chris.
No, he said he didn't.
The key is that McCain still has the policy of George W. Bush.
All right.
Hey, Chris, I would think no less of him if he didn't vote for Bush, given what the Bush folks put him through in the year 2000. If John McCain said, hell no, I didn't vote for him, I don't think any worse of the man. In fact, I think he's more of the maverick that I hope that he is.
So you think this might be brilliant positioning? John McCain did not vote for George Bush. Headline.
Could be.
Good show. Put it on the bumper sticker. This will make him a better... It's not 4 more years. This is a break with the past. This is the change you've been waiting for.
Yeah.
His name is John McCain.
No, he's still going to do Iraq the same way Bush did. He's still going to do Iraq the same way Bush did, so there's no change. That's what the American people are going to look at.
Damn it, Ed Schultz. Here it is Friday afternoon, and I'm trying to have some fun, and every time you talk like you're on National Public Radio, I don't want another somber, serious thought out of you in the next 3 seconds, okay? My God, I'm talking about the most inconsequential story in the world. And you're turning it into something like this is Washington, the nation's capital. Look, let me get back to somebody who knows what a sense of humor is. Michael Smerconish, isn't it funny that John McCain, at the very moment he's trying to prove his lovey-dovey connection to George Bush, gets outed as the guy who was bragging about voting against him? I think it helps him.
I think it's hysterical, and I think that the net effect is it helps John McCain, and I think those who are spinning it are thinking it bodes poorly for him. It doesn't. And if 2 people go out and have a cocktail and talk politics, it's off limit. That's the way it ought to be.
That's right, it ought to be. Let's go to McCain here.